Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-503-7944. That's 800-503-7944. Tax Relief app.
Could you use a little extra money right now? If you'd like to borrow up to $100,000 and get pre-approved in minutes, call the number we'll give you at the end of this commercial. Our lending partners have already loaned millions of dollars to individuals just like you, and we're ready to lend you up to $100,000 if you qualify. Even if your credit is not perfect, you could use the money to pay off high-interest credit cards, for home renovations, or consolidate existing debt. You can get flexible, easy-to-pay terms. The consultation to find out if you qualify is free. To find out if you qualify for our special financing program, call this toll-free number 24 hours a day. 800-959-0756. 800-959-0756. 800-959-0756. That's 800-959-0756. Important terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Loan amount, annual percentage rate, and term will vary depending on creditworthiness. Applying does not guarantee approval. Account approval is subject to verification and confirmation of your credit history and acceptance by a lender. If you choose to apply for a loan through us, a consumer report will be obtained to evaluate your creditworthiness in connection with your application for credit.
News and weather this hour brought to you by Nats Outdoor Sports on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT Bowling Green.
You're listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. It's Sports Talk live here on Talk 104, 93 WKCT, presented by myself, Brian Davis from the Franklin Fair newspaper, and Cole Scott, the WKBI News 40 Sports anchor too as well. Cole, how's it going, brother?
It's going pretty good. A lot to talk about today. A lot of good guests. I don't even know where to start, Brian, but I guess we'll thank our sponsors, like we do every single week. I want to thank our silver sponsor, Campbell Chevrolet, and our other sponsors, Hills Mattress and More, and Breen and Wilford Injury Lawyers.
Yes, indeed. We'll have the Hot Rods joining us here for the after party coming up at the 7 o'clock. That'll be only on our Facebook page only, so definitely tune in for that. So it gives about 5 minutes after the main show, and then come back and then get on the feed again, and he'll have Riley and some others from the Hot Rods to talk about the roster and a whole lot more. So all the good stuff like that. And then we have the Logan County Cougars baseball team coming up, and the softball team later in the show too as well.
Yep, Logan County takeover in the studio.
It is. We never did a bracket because basketball and all kind of stuff going on too as well. We're down to 4 teams. Who you got?
I got Arizona.
You got Arizona?
They looked really good. They score the ball down low. They don't shoot a lot of threes, and you don't see that often. They just have some athletes. I think that'll be fun. Their game against Michigan is essentially the championship, in my opinion.
I think so too. But UConn's dangerous, so who knows? Yeah. But I'm gonna take Michigan. They have 7 guys that average double figures. It's just hard to defend, but we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, that comeback against Duke for UConn. Is it a comeback or is it a choke? I think it's a choke.
Both.
I think it's more of a choke, Brian.
Well, I mean, Shire should have called a timeout with all those freshmen to get them back at their heads right.
Yeah.
And, tell them, we need good inbounds pass and just hold the basketball. You didn't need to push it up the floor. You had 3 freshmen on the floor. They're the ones to touch the ball in the last 10 seconds. I mean...
He's saving it for the next game, Brian, I think. Saving it for the next one.
The next one won't be till December later on this year. So, oh, mercy. But, that's a big one. Speaking of basketball, this afternoon we had a resignation as a head coach. Dee Spencer of the Wildcats resigned today.
Yeah, I think he's been a coach for Franklin Simpson for 14 years now. Been there for a long time.
Long time.
Very well respected. He's from Franklin, so it meant a lot to him. It's going to be hard to fill his role. He meant a lot to that program for sure.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I cover the district, but I don't know anything. I mean, I really don't. I mean, this happened today, but I have 2 people in mind who I think they should contact as the head coach.
Okay.
One of them is Jermaine Savage at Russellville. I think he should. He's a former alumni.
Okay.
Led the team to the last region championship in 1992. Austin Peay State Hall of Famer too as well. So that'd be one guy I would reach out to. And the other would be Will McCoy. I'd reach out to him too as well.
Okay.
I would, yeah. I mean, make him tell you no.
Yeah.
Make him tell you no. And then if those 2 say no, then you got to move on somewhere else. But
and there's always the possibility there's an assistant somewhere that's looking for their first job that might get that. So
Right.
you really never know, but those are two pretty good guesses. Brian.
That's who I would reach out to. That's if I was the hiring committee, that's who I would reach out to. I mean,
Yeah.
they may have something else in mind, but that's who I would do, though.
Now, there's also some other coaching positions that are open. I know that South Warren girls basketball
Yes.
is open. That's one that's been filled for a while.
Yeah, Coach Embry resigned too as well at the end of the season too as well. We knew about Heidi Coleman from Metcalfe County
Yes.
going to Pepperdine, which I mean, how can you say no to that? I mean,
Yeah, you can't say no to
you
that.
can't say no to that. It's Pepperdine for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And she's going to be director of women's athletics. I mean, why not?
Pretty good gig.
That's a real good gig. That's a real good gig. So you have those 3 positions open, and I don't know about anything else. I think that's it for right now.
I think that's it. There may be some other sports, but as far as basketball goes, that's all that I can think of at the moment.
Yep. And again, it's going to be the Wild Wild West again, this region.
Yeah.
There's some faces being moved around, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, let's keep that off the record, Brian. There's a lot of movement going down.
It's going to be the Wild Wild West right now as far as basketball, and that is just unbelievable. Hey, you was the state tournament for the boys game. It's Warren
Yes.
Central and North Laurel. Let's talk about what happened there.
Warren Central just was flat, plain and simple. They couldn't shoot the ball. Defensively, they were okay for the most part. They got in a little bit of foul trouble in that first half, and then it kind of got out of hand. It was just they had to come back from too much, and I think KJ Johnson was the only one that was hitting shots. Everybody else was kind of just chucking it up there and hoping it went in. So,
Wow.
I would have never guessed that that's how they would have left the tournament, but.
Well, my plan was to come Friday and start
Yeah.
covering games, but then they got
I
upset
planned on
Wednesday.
being
I was
there.
like, wow. I mean,
I planned on being there through the weekend.
yeah,
I was like, they probably could beat St. X potentially,
yeah.
but
But
that didn't happen.
didn't happen, and GRC ended up winning the championship in overtime.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
taking both boys
Yeah.
and girls.
pretty scary. Pretty scary thing to do for that. Well, we're 2 weeks into your season, baseball season here in high school baseball.
That's right.
How much baseball have you had to see? And softball, too, as well. How much have you had to see so far?
I've been out to probably a little under a handful of games. We've been doing some stories with TV, so not out as much highlights just yet. Been out to watch Logan County
Okay.
once last week. We'll talk about that when we get into there.
Okay.
I actually don't think I've been to any softball that I can think of off the top of my head. Been out to more Western baseball and softball than anything high school
Okay.
just yet. Shout out Western baseball. No hitter last night. That's pretty cool.
And speaking of that, you and Sam did a story on a Metcalfe County softball pitcher.
Yeah.
Struck out 20 and 21.
Okay, I lived in on softball. I was there for that one.
Okay, talk about that. That's because
Eighth
that's
grader.
intriguing. An 8th grader.
Yeah, 8th
Wow.
grader striking out 20. And she actually recorded the other out. I think it was a ground out or a fly out for the 21st. So
Wow, an 8th grader.
dominant. Yeah.
Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, Rory Bragg.
Wow,
Pretty good.
Impressive. 20 of 21 strikeouts.
And she wasn't thinking nothing of it. I mean, she's just in 8th grade, just out there happy to be playing.
I mean, you saw her pitch, and you're a former catcher yourself. I mean, good movement.
Pretty good movement. on some
Locations.
pitches. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, man. 20 of 21. That's getting it done. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Wow. Big celebration, I'm sure, at the end. I'm thinking.
Oh, definitely celebrating. And the game that I was at, I actually didn't go to that specific game.
Oh, okay.
They came back and walked off Grayson County, so
Okay.
there was celebration for that one too.
All right, good deal. Good deal. So a lot of stuff going on. I was covering the 2A in both baseball and softball. So that's as much as I've seen so far. So I've
Okay.
seen a handful of games too. But after spring break, because most everybody's taking off or doing something for spring break, then we'll really get headfirst into baseball and softball because after spring break, we have 5 weeks till the district tournaments.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure the coaches do not want to hear that right now.
Well, Brian, also Major League Baseball season started last week. Mm-hmm. Have you watched any of that?
No, I have not.
I've watched a lot, and I've been happy half the time as a Reds fan.
Well, you said they're 3-3.
Yeah.
So what have you liked so far?
I don't know. I guess just the wins. Pitching has looked abysmal the last 2 days, so
Okay.
comes up a little bit. But
I mean, who they played past couple of days? Who they play?
so they won the series, the opening series against the Red Sox, which is really good because on paper Red Sox are really good.
That is good.
Then you followed up losing a series to the Pirates, who on paper aren't as good. So,
Ah,
but
well,
it's kind of typical. You've kind of, as somebody who's followed the Reds for multiple years, you just get used to it. So. It was fun while it lasted.
I will remember. Just like coaches will tell us here coming up. The first couple part of the season, you use to see what you got, and then we start piecing together, and then once we get towards the time where it's got to get serious towards the postseason,
Yep.
it should all be coming together, and then it's time to make that run. So,
Absolutely. Brian, one side note, I don't know if you saw it before we came in, there was
Okay.
a rocket that was launched going to the moon. Artemis. I don't know. I just saw it because it was on the TVs in front of my face. It's the first time in like 30 years, kind of off topic, but that was pretty cool.
all right. Hey, rocket going to the moon. All right. Hope it comes back in one piece. I
I'm
hope.
glad you weren't on it. I'm glad you were here for the show.
Glad here for the show, too, as well. All right, let's take a break. Coming up next, the Logan County Cougars baseball team is going to join us with head coach Ethan Meguiar. That is next. This is Sports Talk live here on Talk 104.93 WKCT.
Need some help finding that just right, new to you car, truck, or SUV? New or pre-owned? At Campbell Chevrolet and Campbell Pre-Owned, we can help. We will do our best to find you what you want and save you money. A relaxed buying experience. We make it easy. Campbell Chevrolet, Scottsville Road, Bowling Green.
Car crashes, tractor-trailer wrecks, animal attacks, wrongful deaths. One call can change your future. Call me today, and let's start fighting back together. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford. Where there's a will, there's a way. When tragedy injures or takes the life of someone too soon, no amount of money can take that back. But justice can offer some security and accountability. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and I want you to know, where there's a will, there's a way.
Sports Talk is back live here on Talk 104.93 WKCT, and also live on our Facebook page too as well at Talk 104.93 WKC2 as well. We thank you for joining us. And now joining us is the Logan County baseball team with head coach Ethan Meguiar. Coach, how's it going, sir?
Great. Appreciate you having us.
All right. Who'd you bring on with you, Coach?
Okay, so I got some sophomores with me today. I got Tysean Thomeczek over here, and Lyndon Wilson, and Jonas Hayes.
All right. Good deal.
All right, Coach. We talked about a little bit off cam. You know, you guys are a young team. Maybe not how you envisioned the year starting or how you would want it to start. Just take me through the year so far for you guys.
It's been a roller coaster, been up and down, to be honest with you. You know, I think the pieces are there. I think we've got enough talent to be competitive. We just haven't been able to put it together yet. All three facets, you know, some nights we'll hit, some nights we'll pitch, some nights we'll play defense, but haven't really seen our best effort, really, so far this year.
But as we talked about earlier in the first part of the show, though, it's you know, a couple weeks in the season.
It is.
So it's very early. Very early.
It is. You know, you look at it on a 36 game. You know, that's kind of the way I look at it. And you know, here we are at 9 games in, so we're 25% of our season is over. It does go by very fast, week to week. So when you have a bad week, it really looks bad. But you know, I think there's plenty of time for us to get things going.
What is something that you've liked about this team this far in? I mean, you obviously would like to see them piece it together, but what's some of the things that have shone so far?
I guess optimistically, our pitching staff has been good. We have depth. Like night in, night out, we're not showing up and saying, "Oh Lord, who we're going to pitch tonight?" You know? I mean, when you play 4 or 5 games a week, sometimes that happens in high school baseball. But we've got somebody to pitch. You know, it's just getting them to do the best that they can do. At times, that's been a little struggle, but we hadn't helped our pitching staff in other ways that we need to help us win.
All right, players, let's talk about how's the season going for you so far.
I would just say that our season.
Push your microphone by. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It'll move. There you go.
Yeah. Our season hasn't been going too good. I mean, our pitching's been good. It's just some games when we pitch good, we don't hit very good. And the other night against South, didn't pitch too great. I threw 90-something pitches and didn't hit spots. I mean, just got hit a lot. And then our guys hit for me, and I didn't get to put it through in pitching. Like as Coach McGuire said, we're just not getting all the aspects together like we need to.
Hit pretty good against South, but our pitching was a little bit on the bad side, but we tried to back them up.
I think we just got to get everything going at the same time. There's a lot of work to be done before we get into the middle of the season, and I think our pitching is doing all right.
All three of these guys pitch. Tysean's a starter, and Jonas is a starter, and Lyndon's worked mainly in relief. But all three of these guys, and these are three sophomores. They've pitched a little bit at the varsity level. Tysean and Jonas pitched probably more than Lyndon did last year.
Right.
But Jonas had a little bit of arm injury last year, and we used him mostly bullpen work. He didn't start a lot of games, but Tysean did start for us last year.
Okay.
Now, Coach, is that the answers they give, is that encouraging that they know that there's work to be done?
Yeah.
They're not kind of just hanging their head, this is terrible.
Yeah, we've had some long talks. We spent a little time talking a couple times this year, and with the young group. And like I said, I think our mental toughness has to improve because baseball's a game of failure, and we've seen some of that. Like, we've hit some adversity, and it hasn't gone in a positive direction for us. It's only continued to get worse. Last night we were over at Barron, and things weren't going well, and it just snowballed into a 10-run rule, ball game, and we were a little down about that. Just trying to turn the page. We got a couple games coming up. We got UHA tomorrow, who's a very good team.
Okay.
And then we play Butler County on Friday and hosting Henderson on Saturday. This week we're on break. So the kids are really just focusing on baseball and no school for the next 2 weeks for us. And we're hoping we can make some strides in these next couple of weeks. We're going to go to Greene County and play in a little wooden bat tournament over spring break next week. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Jonas, talk about the injury you had and you getting yourself back into the groove of things again, playing baseball.
Yeah, so freshman year, we're going through winter and throwing bullpens, strained my UCL, and it's just I came back through that and didn't get to throw as hard as I could have, and luckily I just got to go through a game in JV and ended up coming to varsity and just throwing in relief. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like throwing in relief, but I feel good to be a starter this year, and it feels great. But I'm just glad that I got to go on the mound for varsity last year, and even though I come in a region tournament, it was great.
For all the players in there, there's only there's under a handful of upperclassmen on this team. A lot of graduated last year. You kind of hoisted into that leadership role. How do you handle that? How do you take that day in and day out, knowing that you need to grow kind of at a rapid pace?
Yeah. So with the 4 upperclassmen, it's leadership's pretty tight on this team. There's no really defined leader that, like, it's always just something like, hey, let's go with some guy that's just trying to get us through, and we really just need, us sophomores need to just band together and be, like, not one of us lead just the whole group of us needs to come together and lead our team.
What about for the rest of y'all?
Yeah.
I think that 2028 class, I feel like we're pretty tight. We play travel ball together. We're going to I think we could step up a little bit more, be more vocal to the team.
Yeah, I agree with what Tysean and Jonas said. I think that just one of us needs to step up and always be there.
Now, Coach, how big's the sophomore class? I mean, obviously, it must be
total
big.
9.
9 sophomores. Wow. And I guess they're all seeing the field, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are playing, and the special thing I think really about this group is the amount of pitching.
Okay.
Like, out of those 9, 8 that pitch? Or is it all of them that pitch?
I think 1.
I think, yeah.
Maybe 1 that don't.
Wow. Okay.
I say right now we're working with 14. I think we got 14 pitchers out of 21 players.
Wow.
So I'm not saying that we're doing the best that we could do, but we've got the numbers there, and we're rolling through those, trying to find out, as well as I do in high school baseball, if you can get your 3 kids that can become starters, that's what you need when Western comes.
Yeah.
District comes, and trying to find somebody that can come in the game and relief, even if they're not one of those top 3 or 4 starters that we can count on to, keep us in the ball game with those strikes. Early in the season, I don't let guys go complete game. I think Tysean went 90 and 90 pitches this week was about our cutoff. We don't want anybody getting into the 100, pitch count yet. Right. Unless the situation dictates and they're feeling great or whatever. But I think as the weeks go on, next week we'll get on up to 100 and we'll continue to progress, to that limit that they can get to at 120, is the max. But
right.
Coach, for you've been doing this for a little bit now. With this group.
That's an understatement.
Just a handful of you.
Just a handful.
With this group, is this something you've noticed before? Is this nothing new to you to kind of, go through some growing pains in a season?
Yeah. I mean, we have. I've seen it before. I would like to get corrected as soon as possible. But the good thing about this group is, though, that the talent is there. Like if we were 3-6 and you didn't have any you didn't have any horses here, you'd be really down about the rest of the season. But there's enough there for us to get things right. And, I think experience is a big one, and then just playing through adversity. We talked a lot about that, the mental toughness side, and you'll get it one way or the other. And I think they're getting the other end of it right now, so maybe it's going to make us a little tougher down the stretch.
For the players, you pitch. Obviously, you're working with the great Kyle Wall. So,
right.
What's it like to work with Coach Kyle Wall?
Okay. I love Coach Wall. He's great.
Yeah.
I've had a great time with Coach Wall. He's been a great pitching coach, great mentor to me. Just him speaking on his college days pitching, turning into pitcher, and he's just been teaching us what he knows, and it's been great for us. He's led our pitchers. He led Tate last year. Tate was real good, our one guy, and led all the rest of our guys to have good season. Like last year was really great, and most of that because our pitching.
I feel like me and Coach Wall have got really tight recently, and I really appreciate him. I mean, he always makes sure I got my head on right, and he knows when something's wrong, he'll be there to check on me.
I feel like he's very smart calling pitches. I feel like he always knows when our runner's going to help out our catchers.
And with the glasses, it's like Clark Kent, is he not?
Yeah.
Superman, is he not?
Well, you can imagine, Coach Wall gets a little frustrated at times.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I know it.
He's had a pretty good start to this season with 9 games in. So, yeah. And we've got Little Wall on staff, too, this year.
Who's that?
Yeah, we got Kyle's son, Kobe.
Oh, he's coming back to coach, huh?
Kobe
All right.
Finished up. He, played at Lindsay. And then Kobe came back home. He did a little graduate assistant coaching at Pikeville College last year, and then he got back and working at Adairville as a special ed teacher.
Okay.
And he's working a lot with our hitters.
Okay.
It's good to have a younger voice out there. He's been really good, and he also played outfield, so he works with outfielders a lot.
Somebody y'all can relate to, definitely.
Yeah. Coach, I want to go back to that game that I was at last week, one of your wins against Glasgow. That was a game where it felt like in the middle of the game, and I asked you this after the game, the middle of the game, hitting kind of went stale. You have to make adjustments. You score a bunch towards the end that kind of gives you a pad to win. Baseball is a game of adjustments. How important is that, especially with a group like this that's budding over time, to make those mid-game adjustments to pick up some wins?
Yeah, that's kind of what we didn't do last night. We faced what I would call maybe a slower, softer pitcher who relied on his off speed, and we didn't make those adjustments throughout the game, and we weren't able to do much. But at Glasgow, I thought our energy was good, and I thought we stayed up. We scored early in that game, which has been very important to this group. In our wins, we have scored early, and then it snowballed into better offense for us. Whereas if it was a stalemate, like you said, it just rolls through, and we weren't able to make in-game adjustments.
So players, as pitchers, definitely, I feel like you're more comfortable with the lead, right, when you're pitching, right?
Yes.
Just talk about the importance. I'm guessing you're telling everybody, hey, let's get the bats going. Give me a lead so I can get to work.
Yeah, I love working with the lead. It feels great all the time. Lyndon over here, our one hole guy, feels great to let him get a hit. We at Bowling Green the other day, we were tied up the game in the first inning and 1-1. It felt great to have a run. At Greenwood at the very beginning, threw 4 shutout and didn't get any runs, but that's okay. And then at South, it was 1-1, and we got our runs put us up 4-1, and we were feeling great. Great to pitch with a lead, and then ended up not pitching too good that inning and giving up runs.
Right.
I feel like when I come in with the lead, like I came in the other day against Glasgow in the 7th inning, up 7-1. There was like no worries. Just throw it over the plate, make some plays.
I just feel like in games that I'm pitching, I try and just tell myself if I'll go out there and do my job and I can rely on my guys to get the bats going, and I'll just go out there and do what I know I can do.
Now, for the players, when you're going through adversity, how do you keep yourself in a good mental space to kind of stay at an even space there?
Coach Squire talked about this other day. Just be a rock. Just have the mentality to just be in the game without letting the rest of those errors in the field affect you on the mound. Like, your players can make errors and you can get shooken up there, and then you just start pitching back and it just leaves snowballing. And it's really just knowing that they didn't mean to do that, and just to think that if you were in that position, you would feel bad too. So you just know how they feel and feel for them, and then know your ability can get you out of that situation.
Yeah, no infielder or outfielder is trying to make an error.
I just feel like recently I've had to realize that baseball is a game of failure. That's what Coach Wall told me, and I just try not to, if I mess up, I try and flush it, because, it's contagious. You make an error, you hang your head, your body language is bad, it'll pass on to the next guy.
So, Coach, when you get back off the 2 weeks spring break that you guys are on, you'll start up district play. So just talk about the district, and I think you start with Russellville, right? Is that who you start off with? Does Russellville have a team this year?
Yes.
They do? Okay. So start off with
They are playing some games.
Okay.
That we've got to approach Russellville and Todd just like we do Franklin. I don't know a lot about Todd County yet. I haven't seen a lot of things on them. And as well as I do, it just takes one guy, in a district ball game. Russell's probably got a guy that can, mix it up a little bit and keep it around the dish. And we're just going to have to do our job, put balls in play and play a little defense.
Now, as you finish out this week, as you finish out longer term this season, what's it going to take? What's your main focus to get in this group to where, you are winning those district games? You are at Western for that region tournament.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we come off break. We're going to take a little trip, spend some time together, spend a couple nights in a hotel, and go to a ball game, do some team bonding stuff, and just try to get this group together and have their own identity, and not, it's not last year, it's not 25, it's not 24, 23, all that. It's not going to help 26 at all. It's all about this group and what they can do. And, we're not giving up on them by any means. We're working on the things that we weren't doing well this week. We were out there working on them today. Just got to have a mindset of whatever you're not doing well, you got to continue to work at it and practice at it. So I'm really hoping that, we've had a tough schedule. We've been up here playing all of Warren County already. We played Greenwood, we played Bowling Green, we played South, played East, and we haven't been successful really with any of those. But if that's what you want to do, if you want to be a regional champion, that's where it goes through.
Yeah.
It really does. And so I know our games with Franklin are always a battle. That's a fantastic rivalry, and it's just a great, it's a great night whenever we play Franklin. It's always a big game.
Yep. Coach, since the institution of the pitch count, the best team has not won the region tournament, really. The team that's going with the best record has not won the region tournament. Right. So for 3 days at Western, what's it take? I mean, to manage that. I mean, how do you manage your pitchers?
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard. It's hard.
It's so much of it's out of your control. You know, like your whole season, you play for Western, and you go up there and you draw.
Yeah.
And, you know, that lays it out right there. That draw does. And then what draw you get still don't still don't lay it out for you because, you know, a lot of coaches have to make a decision. Can we beat this team with our 2 or our 3? And sometimes that don't work out. I mean, I've been on both sides of it. I've, you know, pitched 1 and 2 and got to the finals and didn't have enough bullets left to finish the job, or try to save somebody and gotten beat on day 1. You know, that's happened to us before too. So it's all about that draw and trying to find 3 guys that you feel confident that you can put in there and give you a good performance.
And one more thing to that too as well, Coach. I've heard other coaches say, and this is in games at the region tournament too as well. If you can't get on and get a hit, at least make them throw 10 pitches to you.
Yeah, you
run that pitch count up.
You do. You got to run the pitch count up. You get 2 strikes on you. You got to foul pitches off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to do everything you can to try to get into that bullpen because, you know, as well as I do. I mean, a high school baseball game, not just a regional tournament, but anytime you get in somebody's bullpen, you're getting somebody who's not as good as the guy that was out there.
Right.
And if it's a close game in a tight situation, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, he might start, you know, being wild or throwing balls down the middle, and you start hitting. So.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Coach Meguiar and the Cougars, thanks for stopping by on Sports Talk and joining us tonight. Really appreciate it, guys. And I'll be seeing you guys here very soon with district play coming up, so it'll be great.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thank you guys so much. That's Coach Ethan Meguiar and the Logan County Cougars baseball team joining us here on Sports Talk. All right, Cole, coming up next, we got the Logan County Lady Cougars softball team, and I think they are about the whole team in here. So we're going to studio full of softball players next, right here on Sports Talk, live here on Talk 104, 93 WKCT.
Shop for your next car or truck at Campbell Chevrolet and Campbell Pre-Owned on both corners of Gary Farms Boulevard at Scottsville Road. If you do not see what you want, please let us know, since the inventory changes every day. Great money-saving prices on both corners. Rebates and low interest rates are back on new Chevrolets. Drop by and enjoy shopping. We make it easy. Campbell Chevrolet on Scottsville Road.
Ever wonder why buying a mattress seems so complicated? Shouldn't it be as easy as a good night's sleep? At Hills Mattress & More, it is. We offer top quality mattresses, furniture, and appliances with easy financing and delivery. No credit needed and proudly made in the USA. Visit us at 2539 Mount Victor Lane, Suite 2 in Bowling Green. Get comfort without the hassle. Learn more at hillsmattressmore.com.
Welcome back here to Sports Talk on Talk 104.93 WKCT. Brian is in there helping get the crowd for our next guest filled in.
I mean, Coach McKinney was not lying when he said he's going to bring the squad with him, and he brought the squad with him tonight, didn't he? Wait, got to put a microphone by you, Coach. That way we can hear you.
Oh, are we talking?
We're talking, yes,
we
sir.
Live?
We're live. We're live.
Oh,
You see, we are live, and we are live.
Yeah, I went to Central. I can't read.
Come on now.
Well, I struggle a little bit. My bad. Can we start over?
No, we can't. We're live.
All right,
We're live.
Let's just roll with it then.
All right, Coach, who'd you bring with you tonight?
I don't know. Some 7th graders, some high school kids. I still don't know their names.
All right, well.
Like you think I'm joking, don't you?
Well, all right, just pass the microphone to everybody.
Let's just go in
Everybody
order.
start introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
My name's Addison Holloway, and I'm a junior.
My name's Kallie Taylor, and I'm a sophomore.
My name's Ellie Celsor, and I'm a sophomore.
My name's Annie Owen, and I'm a junior.
All right. In the back, too.
My name's Macie Clinard, and I'm a freshman.
All right.
My name's Laila, Vonderahe, and I'm a 7th grader.
My name's Breakfield, and I'm a 7th grader.
I'm Kinsley Taylor, and I'm a senior.
The one senior showed up. Right?
Yep. I need my mic. Brian said this was my mic. I need my mic back.
Well, I mean, you got to pass it around because there's so many people here.
Not my
It's
mic.
going to be crazy.
Nope, my mic.
Okay. Everybody got to share that one then.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, only one senior. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn their names. Like, no joke.
Assistant coach is back here too as well?
Yes.
Jerrad Taylor, assistant coach.
All right.
All right.
And we got parents back here too as well. Like I said, we got a studio full of people tonight. This is insane. Wow. Unbelievable. I'm going to try to get on camera. Cole, you go ahead and get started, man.
All right, Coach, I guess first thing for you, you don't need any introduction because you're not new to the area, but you're new to the school. So for those who are listening who are somehow don't know anything about you, tell us some stuff about you.
There's probably a lot of people that don't know anything about me because I'm not worth knowing anything about. I've been coaching travel ball for 27 years. I was assistant coach at Russellville High School with my dad in baseball, 03-04. Then I went to Greenwood to be an assistant coach for softball, 05-06. Then I took over at Warren East in 10. Stepped down after the 23 season and went and coached at Andrew College down in Southwest Georgia as a junior college for a year. Come back home, and the job came available at Logan County, and Coach Adler reached out to me and went down there and talked, and seemed like a good fit. And there you go. So that's it.
What about it?
That's all I got.
What about it, made you want to come back to coaching in the area?
Well, I mean, I was back home, like I said, coach college for a year, come back. Logan County reminds me a lot of Warren East, and I've said it several times. Good old country folks, they really get behind their school, and we've played Logan County for years in middle school and of course high school, and I just thought it was just a really good fit. Now the people there might not know, or they might not feel that way, but I thought it was a good fit. That was a joke. Y'all can laugh. Like, haha, hee. Okay, thank you.
All right, so players. I mean, Coach McKinney, he's entertaining. He's fun to be around.
They really think I'm entertaining.
He is. So what's it like to learn from the learning tree of Coach Phillip McKinney here?
I mean, it's definitely different from our coaching in the past, but it's definitely been a learning experience, and I think we've all have enjoyed it.
She's the only one that enjoyed it.
Only one has? That's it? Everybody can talk. Go ahead, jump in.
It's definitely been a learning experience for us girls, but I think for him too, because we're both having to learn each other and how he coaches. We've never really been coached how he coaches us and at his pace, so we're all having to learn this. He's having to learn us, but it's all been pretty good. We've definitely gotten better since he's been here.
I guess a different question for some of the other players. Explain that different pace. What's so different?
He wants us out on the field before the other team his pace is just faster than we've ever played, and he wants us to always play faster than the opponents, and I think that's a lot different than what we've had in the past.
Another thing is that he always is coaching throughout the game. Like, he never stops coaching of, anything we do. So he's always coaching.
Now, I know those in the back, Brian, can't hear us, so it might be a little tough to answer the questions.
Well, I mean, just talk about the pace that Coach McKinney puts y'all through.
Don't be walking off that field. You better be running off that field. And that's the dugout better be loud. We ain't quiet. We're gonna be loud. We're gonna be fast paced. You're gonna hear us. You're gonna see us. But there ain't no slowness out there. We have to be fast. He don't like that. So we're gonna. And we better catch on quick because you better get it right.
What happens if you don't get it right? What happens?
He might
starts yelling.
I talk loudly.
There you go.
I don't yell. I talk loudly. I coach loudly so everybody can hear. I'm not yelling. And if you don't play or practice at my pace, then I'll just grab somebody else. How about that?
But over the years, he brings the best out of you, though, and that's the goal he's trying to do, right, Coach? You bring the best out of you.
That's the goal of all coaches, whether it's me or the staff that was there before me, and I've got a really good staff. But we're all pushing them. I mean, and sometimes kids, I've got kids that are in their 30s that I coach, in their 20s. They've been married and got kids, and they'll tell me, they'll say, like, I miss practice. I would love to go back and just go over defense, or I would love to go take batting practice. They don't talk about the games; they'll talk about practice. And I know and I'm the same way. I play for Coach Alfonso and Coach Gildy, and there's times you're like, man, get off my back. Why are you? Can I not do anything right? And I know this bunch, the bunch at East. I know they've felt that same way, but then later you're like, you know what? I appreciate somebody give me that much attention that's not part of my family, and that goes a long way. So maybe they'll figure that out. Then again, maybe they won't.
Coach, you guys are off to a 3-2 start this year.
Yeah.
What have you seen from the girls so far?
Just like I said, being my first year, I'm going on some of my assistant coaches. Coach Taylor, who's been in the program, high school and middle school, for at least the last 4 to 5, maybe 6 years. He can tell you everything about the field that I can't, let alone the players. So I'm just kind of going off by some of my coaches. I think some of the stuff that they're playing hard all the way to the last out. Not saying they didn't before, but there's been times where even when we've played Logan County, they would get down by a few runs. And they had the talent, but sometimes maybe just not the drive to overcome, being down 2 or 3 or 4 runs. Who did we play the other night? Rossview, down in Clarksville, Tennessee, and we're up 2-0, then 2-1. Then they score 3 in the 4th or 5th, and we go down 4-2, and we just couldn't get anything going. And then all of a sudden, in the top of the 7th, we dropped 5, and we beat them 7-4.
Wow.
So little things like that, and who made the comment a while ago? He's always coaching. Addison.
I did.
Ellie. You're always coaching, so they're always going to keep playing. And it's not just me; it's the whole coaching staff. But I like how they're competing, and they are trying to play at a faster pace. And eventually, we'll get better throughout the year. And honestly, every coach, you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season. That first week don't mean much. Second week don't mean much. You want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season. So, and like I said, and I know I'm hard to play for because I'm so demanding. But they're taking it well. And honestly, I feel like they've all bought in since October when we first met, and we started open field and working out a couple days a week, and they've all bought in. The basketball players have, they joined late because of basketball season, but they've jumped in, and I feel like everybody has bought in. We just got to clean some things up, and you got to get kids to believe that they're better than what they are. Because if you do that, then you're going to get better as a group.
Well, as far as you go, Coach, it's like the first couple of weeks, you're just getting warmed up, and then you want, like, after spring break, starting to finally put it all to pieces together, and then by the time May turns around, it's time to really have it all together and have your ducks in a row to get ready for this postseason.
Yeah, you're right. I've always talked about the season being cut up into sections. You got the part before spring break, and now they added the 2A back in 21. That's a little different because you're playing some 2A games before spring break. And then you got spring break. Then you come back and you're really deep into district games, and you're trying to get your seeding, get your position for the district tournament. And then you got about a week to 2 weeks after district games to kind of settle in. Let's clean up some stuff and get ready for district tournament.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're moving some kids around. There's been some games we've played 13, 14, 15 kids. You don't hear that in softball. Baseball you might, because a guy go out there and throw to one batter and bring in a lefty or bring in somebody else. You don't hear that in softball. and we're trying to move around and move some kids around and just see what's our best combination towards the end of the season.
Now, Coach, you guys have already played a district game this season. That feels unheard of this early.
We've played two.
Yeah,
Okay.
We played Russellville last night. We played Todd County last week, and we played Russellville last night.
How does that part of the schedule come to be where you're doing this so early as opposed to maybe late?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing district games before spring break. When I was at East, we would usually play one before spring break. So I'm not a big fan of it, but I get it. You've got only so much time. And then, you got spring break. Nobody's playing a district game in spring break, although we did. But Logan County, they get like a month and a half for spring break. They get 2 weeks for spring break, 2 weeks for fall break. Like, back in the day, I could have been a student at Logan County, because they're always off.
I could have too. Yeah.
They get out
easily.
There's one Friday every month. They get out at 12:40.
Wow.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I could have been I'm telling you, I could have excelled down there because they're always out of school. That lunch and PE, I'm rolling. But yeah, it's, you got to get in a quick mindset of district games, but also 2A. 2A is very important. And our first game of the year, because we had a couple games that was just way too cold, so we canceled them. So our first game of the year was part of the 2A, and it was against Warren East. So that's kind of tough, too, because some of the basketball players have been out for like 3 weeks. But you just roll with it. Baseball and softball coaches, we know, and we just roll with it.
So players, 5 games in the season. What do you like about your team so far?
Do you like anything about
I think we're playing more as a team this year. We're all like building each other up. Even though we have in the past, we're doing it more this year, and we're continuing to grow with each other.
As a senior, I'm really enjoying this year. I've played for the high school team for 5 years. It's been my 5th year, so it's very different. Well, I've seen it differently every year. But this year, I'm really enjoying my senior year with the new coaching, how it's going, because we've never been coached like this. But like Ellie said, us playing like a team, I feel like we're playing more like a team this year than we ever have, and more fast-paced and all together, and actually seeing that we have to play together. It can't just be one person doing it all, or one person cheering, or one person only be able to hit the ball. We all need to learn how to do our own roles.
Some of the younger players want to chip in here at all?
Come here, Vonderahe.
Put it on the spot.
So she's a 7th grader,
All right.
and she got her first varsity start last week. She come in a couple of games behind the plate, or not a couple of games. She come in for a couple innings. Then the next game, she got her start. And then last night, she got her second start. She hit her first home run for varsity.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to interview you, okay? Since you got to get down here to the mic.
Yeah,
So
take it on camera, too, as well.
So how did you feel the very first time that you got behind the plate in a varsity game?
Very
Down here.
okay.
Down here, yes.
Very nervous, but
Kind of like what you are now? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, continue. My bad.
but it was very fun, and I loved the experience of playing with these girls.
So what'd you think last night? Because you hit it good. And you knew the ball jumped off your bat, right? What'd you think, though, when it went over?
I was surprised.
She was Forrest Gumping it around the bases so fast. As she was getting to third, I was like, slow down, take it all in. Take it. I mean, she was flying around the bases. Do you even remember touching the bases?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I remember walking home.
Go ahead, say it again.
I remember walking to home.
Because I had to slow you down so you could take it all in.
When I got to second.
That's fast.
She was flying around the bases.
So what'd you do with the home run ball? I'm sure you kept it, right?
It's at home.
Did you, sign it or something? Or put it, the date and time or whatever?
Not yet, but I will when I get home.
You will? Who'd you hit it off of, by the way? Do you remember? Was it Chloe Penrod you hit it off of?
I can't remember who
It was? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That's a big accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Who else from the younger players wants to talk? Oh, yeah, they're pointing y'all out. Who else wants to talk?
Or maybe one of our older players, Annie. So Annie Owen, she's a junior.
Okay.
She's one of our pitchers. She had a nice complete game. Was it Todd County? You threw a complete game against Todd County?
No, complete game was against Rossview. Yeah.
Rossview. And then she went like 5 innings against Todd County. But so how did you feel? Oh, no, you know what? Let's do this. Does it make you nervous me calling pitches for you?
Yes.
Like real nervous?
Yes.
But you know I'm trying to help, right?
Yeah,
Like-
but
Go ahead. What?
I don't know.
Why is your cheek so red? It's just a microphone. There's like 47 people watching right now.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot.
Well, there's probably more than 47. So how do you feel about your junior year in the circle?
I feel a lot more confident than I did last year.
You think you're better?
How so? How do you feel, Crosby? How so?
I think you've helped my confidence a lot.
What? Throwing the different pitches? Different grips?
Yeah.
I got you.
So Coach McKinney taught you a lot then.
Yes. Well, he did.
Let's see. Who else from the young players like to talk? Who else?
Come here, Emma. Or Eminem or Emma. I don't know some of their names. Another 7th grader. She's on JV, but she's getting some playing time JV at first base, aren't you? Mm-hmm. How nervous was you the first time out there in a JV game, 7th grader, first base? You got older kids throwing the ball at you.
Well, it wasn't like that nervous, like scary, because I was playing first for varsity in middle school.
Right.
So it wasn't that bad, but I was a little bit nervous because like I was afraid of messing up and like making a mistake.
I got you. What about like in October when we had all the kids there except basketball players and we're going through different drills and stuff? Did you ever get nervous having to catch the ball like from Haley or any of the older kids?
Well,
like
Haley and
Karis?
is scary.
Haley and Karis are scary the way they throw it. They throw it hard, don't they?
Yeah.
It's either catch it or eat it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else? You want to talk no more? Are you nervous? She curled her hair for today.
Okay, good deal.
And she said she did it all by herself.
All right. And you get one more back there too as well. Yeah, you do.
Macie.
Yeah.
Macie, me and Macie kind of have a love-hate relationship. It's we headbutt a lot. She don't say much. She just gives me that look like, would you stop with your corny jokes and move on? Macie hit a bomb the other day. Who was that against?
Todd.
It was Todd.
Put it back on front of you. There you go.
Macie played, she started last year as an 8th grader, mostly DP a little bit. Would you hit like 3 home runs last year as an 8th grader?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing your job, Brian.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
You're doing great.
What are we doing here?
We got Addison's going to bring us back from break here in a little bit, like she did during basketball season.
What's this pay? Is this pay pretty decent?
Yeah, pretty decent.
Sure, yeah,
Does it? Pretty decent.
All right, you're out of a job then.
I don't know.
I need some extra money. I coach high school softball. So what are you up to now, Macie? Like 4 career home runs for varsity?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see her hitting somewhere between 15 and 20 career home runs. She's got a lot of pop. You remember Kendall Smith that played for me?
You sure do.
Played at Western, played at Louisville?
Sure do.
She's got the same power that Kendall had when Kendall was a freshman.
Oh, wow.
Now, she's got to learn how to hit the way Kendall did. But the ball jumps off. Throwing batting practice to her reminds me of throwing batting practice to Kendall. Like it
Wow.
jumps. It jumps off the bat.
Awesome. Tremendous. All right. Let's take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have Addison bring us back from break, as she likes to do the last time she was here on the show, and more Lady Cougars right here on Sports Talk, here on Talk 104, 93 KCT.
As a paratrooper and combat veteran of the U.S. Army, I was trained to run toward the sounds of battle, not away from them. I brought that same mentality home to Kentucky to fight for my clients. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way. When life knocks you down after an injury, you need someone to help you get back up. If you or a loved one has been hurt, give me a call. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, a proud Kentuckian representing proud Kentuckians. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way.
Ever wonder why buying a mattress seems so complicated? Shouldn't it be as easy as a good night's sleep? At Hills Mattress and More, it is. We offer top quality mattresses, furniture, and appliances with easy financing and delivery. No credit needed and proudly made in the USA. Visit us at 2539 Mount Victor Lane, Suite 2 in Bowling Green. Get comfort without the hassle. Learn more at hillsmattressmore.com.
Go ahead.
Talk 104.1 WKCT, 9:30 a.m., Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Sports Talk, right, Addison?
Yep.
Yeah. And who we get thanks to again? Thanks to everybody's here tonight, right?
Thanks to Addison Holloway, Kallie Taylor, Ellie Celsor, Macie Clinard, Kinsley Taylor, Emma Breakfield, Laila, Vonderahe, and Annie Owen.
And
Coach McKinney.
Yeah.
And Coach Jerrad.
Yeah. And parents
And the
too.
parents.
Yeah, there we go. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sports Talk. There you go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You know, all you had to do is say Lady Cougars
I'm sorry, but
softball program.
I'm sorry, I wanted to be specific with all my fellow teammates.
We got 5 minutes left. Who else hasn't talked yet on the show? Can I get everybody talking on the show? Who else hasn't talked yet?
Kallie Taylor. She's a sophomore.
Okay.
Younger sister to Kinsley Taylor, and their father is assistant coach.
Okay.
Coach Taylor. Kallie is a slapper. Plays center field. She can go get it. And
okay.
You remember when I was at East, I had some slappers.
Yes, you did.
And I had some outfielders that could go get it.
Like Lucy made the Sports Center highlight in the state tournament.
Yes. Olivia, Kelsey Sparks, Massenheimer. This one can go get it too. She can go get it. We're still working on the slapping, but I will tell you this. All the slappers I've ever had, and Lucy could really turn on a ball if it was up and in. She hit the fence a couple of times. This kid right here, slapping, I don't know if I can give all the secrets, but I'm going to give them out anyway if they miss their location, whatever. This one, don't throw her up and in because she will crush it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's not very big. She wears a, size 3? No, seriously, 4?
No. Size 3 shoe.
Size 2? Size 3 shoe?
Kids' clothes.
Yeah. But I tell you, she's not very big, but I'm telling you, the ball jumps off her bat. So, Kallie, how have you felt playing the outfield? I know it probably hasn't been much difference, but, you know, certain things that I want done, especially slapping and the base running, do you feel like you're adapting well to it? You don't want to? You want me to, like, stop talking and quit bothering you? How do you feel about the whole situation? You got it. Just roll with it.
I think that you talking to us, it does kind of stress me out sometimes because you would not ever shut up.
Right. I feel you.
But I think it does help.
It does help. Okay. Hey, so I'm gonna be honest. She's not really all wrong right there. I agree with quite a bit what she just said.
All right. So in closing, we wrap this thing up here because we got the hot rods coming up here for the after party here in just a few moments. Postseason is about a month and a half away, Coach. So
isn't that crazy?
It is. What do you want to see from the girls to get ready for that postseason run?
Just to be a little bit more consistent, offensively, defensively, running the bases. Continue playing at a little bit faster pace, but we just got to clean some stuff up, like no different than anyone else, and just get a little bit more consistent. We're still going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to make mistakes, but to clean it up a little bit and just be a little bit more consistent. When you're more consistent, you'll put more pressure on the other team, and then maybe they start causing some problems. Sometimes you don't. You might win by a pretty good score. That don't mean you played well,
right?
But you were consistent, and it put pressure on the other team, and they didn't get to play as well as maybe they normally do. But they'll be fine. They'll be totally fine.
I'm looking forward to see you guys in district coming up, which it's already started, but the district tournament is about a month and a half away. So can't wait to see you guys there, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see what y'all do. It's going to be awesome. Awesome.
Well, appreciate you having us on.
No
tonight.
problem.
Seriously.
It's great to have you on. As always, it's entertaining, is it not, with Coach McKinney? Yeah.
They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I try.
Yeah, Coach, we appreciate you. We didn't have to do much tonight, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, I think me and you can run this show. Brian, he can be on the side and just, go get us lunch.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
I can take a vacation.
He could like be our DoorDash person, go get some food and stuff, bring it back. But me and you, we would roll. We'd roll through it.
Yeah, I could take a vacation. I mean, it'd be great. Take some time off, take a vacation.
Now, don't get ahead of yourself, Brian.
Oh, I know.
Do you make enough money to take a vacation?
Well, with the other 3 jobs I have too as well, yeah.
Because I don't make enough to take a vacation.
Oh my goodness! All right, so Cole, let's tell everybody to you'll get off his feet in just a moment. Gets about 5 minutes, and then we'll have the Bowling Hot Rods will come on and help reveal their 2026 roster. That's coming up for the season opener on Friday.
That's right, Brian. We've got the start of the season coming up Friday for the Hot Rods. They're going to be at home for 9 straight games. First time ever in program history or team history that they're starting at home that long. I think they're going to enjoy it.
It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. All right. So that'll do it for Sports Talk here on Talk 104 and WKCT. Thanks to Lady Cougars softball team, head coach Phillip McKinney, parents, assistant coach Taylor too as well. Thank y'all for joining us. Thanks to Coach McGuire and the baseball team.
Clap it up.
Joining us as well. Clap it up. There we go. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Parents for joining us too as well. Awesome. Thanks for y'all stopping by too as well. And we're out of here. We'll see you back here in 5 minutes for the after party right here on Talk 104 and WKCT. See you in just a few moments.
Y'all ready to sprint out of here?
All right.
You've been listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
News and weather this hour is brought to you by United Furniture and Appliance on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT, Bowling Green.
We have liftoff. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. The next step taken that will lead to Americans once again setting foot on the moon.
4, 3.
Artemis 2 is off the launch pad.
Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon.
4 astronauts are on their journey around the moon and back. The crew will work together on several tasks while Mission Control is looking toward getting them back on Earth. NASA Press Secretary Bethany Stevens told Fox News the astronauts' relatives are closely watching.
Hoping that their family members come home safe in 10 days when they splash down off the coast of San Diego.
This mission will set up future phases, including Artemis 4, set for 2028, marking the first moon landing since 1972.
Fox's Colonel Scott. President Trump said to update the nation on the military action in Iran in about an hour.
The White House tells us this. President Trump is going to give an operational update on the progress of Operation Epic Fury. He will highlight the United States military's success in achieving its stated goals prior to the operation, which were destroy Iran's deadly ballistic missiles and production facilities, annihilate their navy, ensure their terrorist proxies can never destabilize the region again, guarantee that Iran can never obtain a nuclear weapon, and he is going to reiterate